October 20th, JLD here, and welcome to MSTR Today and the Treasury Titans. And it is Monday. Bitcoin is up over 110,000 once again, and Michael Saylor and Strategy have purchased Bitcoin. They've acquired 168 Bitcoin to be exact. That's 18.8 million at an average of 112,000 per Bitcoin. And they now have achieved a Bitcoin yield of 26% year to date. And as of 10/19/2025, Strategy hodls 640,418 Bitcoin, acquired for 47.4 billion at an average of 47,000 per Bitcoin. And that is through the use of MSTR Strike, Strive, Stretch, and Stride. Stretch has not yet been ATM'd yet, but we all know that is the Apple iPhone moment for Strategy. It's just a matter of time. I actually would not be surprised at all if Stretch goes up another 0.25 basis points to 10.5% at the end of this month. Time will tell. Saylor will decide for Strategy, but he is going to get Stretch to 100 for sure. He'll get Stretch to 101 for sure. And then he's going to start ATMing the crap out of it forever until the end of time. The Bitcoin therapist says shorts are about to get obliterated. Rect Fencer says 20 billion in Bitcoin shorts trapped between 110 and 130. Funding rates are negative. Do you know what's coming next? I mean, it's like these degenerates never learn. I mean, people are already putting leverage longs on again. I mean, they're absolutely insane for doing that. But these leverage shorts, I mean, they just saw 19.1 billion in leverage longs get wiped out in the matter of like 30 seconds. And you're going to put on a leverage short? Are you insane? They will hunt you. They will find you. They will destroy you. It's going to happen until the end of time. So just get used to sitting back, watching this game. Because for me, it is just like watching a game on TV, because I'm never going to leverage myself. I am only going to buy Bitcoin and hold it in cold storage. I'm only going to buy Strategy and amazing companies like MetaPlanet and hold and let their intelligent leverage do the work for me, and just sit back and watch these insane leverage plays get wiped out over and over and over again, because they truly hate money. I don't know why, but they truly hate it. I'm just sitting back and watching with some popcorn in hands. Justin, Binance founder CZ, says that Bitcoin will flip gold's market cap. He says, I don't know exactly when. Might take some time, but it will happen. Save the tweet. OCZ, I will save that tweet. We'll come back to it. Rohan says, Strategy's built the most powerful balance sheet of all time and still getting stronger week by week. Would you look at this relentless stacking since 2020? Insane. It's only going up and to the right. This is one chart, by the way, that's never going down. This is only going up and to the right literally forever, because Saylor and Strategy will never will never sell their Bitcoin. This is not financial advice. This whole video is my opinion only. Please enjoy. The Bitcoin therapist says Bitcoin could go to 150,000 in the next 2 weeks. I think the answer is absolutely possible. No doubt in my mind. And then 2 weeks after that, we could be back at 110. I don't doubt any of it. I just know in the long run, the years, the decades, we are going much, much higher. Ragnar says, congrats to everyone who made it through last week without panic selling. That's me. I'm holding my hand up. As you can see, MetaPlanet's up 13% at the time of this tweet. All the other Bitcoin treasury plays, DATs, are up quite a bit as well, because sentiment swings on hinges. It goes way too greedy and then way too fearful, and then back again, because that's the world we live in. Adrian does share exactly what we ended up doing last week when it comes to our ATMing. Strike did 5.1, Stride did 2.6, or I should say, or the notional value was 5.5, 3.2, and Strife did 10. So that was a total of $18.8 million in just 1 week of Bitcoin that will never be available again. Just wiped off the plates, gonzo forever. 168 Bitcoin that will never see the light of day, that will never see anybody else's hands again. Gonzo, gonzo, gonzo. excuse me. Trend Spider says, historically, this is Bitcoin's time to shine. Late October, early November has been its most reliable stretch. Seasonality's on your side. And as you can see, here we are, right here, looking pretty green for pretty much the rest of the year. Of course, this is just what has happened in the past. We'll see what happens in the future, but long term, I think we all know where this is going. Chris says, everyone wants the gains that come with holding a volatile asset like Bitcoin. No one wants the pain that comes with holding a volatile asset like Bitcoin. It's not for everyone, period. End of story. And here's Simon right here. I actually love this post because he has been getting hammered at Metaplanet. Metaplanet is down from like 15 to a low of like 270. And by the way, I put in 4 buys of Metaplanet. One of my 4 buys was at $2.70. We'll see how that goes, but I've been buying this dip for sure. And Simon says, there is no asset as excellent as Bitcoin. There is no company that holds as much Bitcoin as Metaplanet in Japan. Japan is following the Saylor playbook. They will be launching preferred stocks in Japan to siphon credit from the Japanese markets into Bitcoin. That's absolutely happening. And listen, if you've made it this far, by the way, you're probably actually a true MSTR believer and holder, and you understand the thesis of Bitcoin. You understand what Michael Saylor and Strategy and Fong Lee are doing, and how it's so inevitable that this is going to become the most valuable company in the world. Of course, my opinion, but I see it as clear as day, like nothing I've ever seen before. If you're still listening and you are one of those believers, drop a comment today. If you look at my past comments, like it is brutal. I mean, we have so many whiners, so many crybabies, so many fakers, so many bots that are in there just trashing MSTR, saying the I told you so's. They are so clueless. They will disappear as soon as MSTR rips. But it's just exhausting to have to like reply to every one of these absolute whining crybabies. So if you're one of those believers, jump in and add a little other side of the spectrum as well, because even though we're around 300 right now and we all want to be at 1,000 right now, we're not, but we know that we will be. So jump in, show some support, show some love. I've got a great clip from Michael Saylor coming up as soon as we get back from thanking our sponsors. Okay, check this out. Senator Cynthia Lummis recently announced that funding for a U.S. strategic Bitcoin reserve can start anytime. This is a massive leap forward for a strategic crypto stockpile, and no surprise, was soon followed by new all-time highs for Bitcoin. If you're looking to buy more Bitcoin, BitIRA can help. In fact, BitIRA will help you convert an existing IRA or 401k into Bitcoin. This also allows you to buy Bitcoin using pre-tax funds. Then continue to invest in it over time as you do any other retirement account. And if you want, you can even add XRP, Ethereum, or other cryptos. BitIRA protects your assets with end-to-end insurance, highly secure storage, multi-encryption, and registered with the US government. Your IRA is fully IRS compliant. Best of all, you can trade crypto within your retirement account without incurring taxes on any buys or sells. Just go to bitira.com/JLD and request a free info guide. Once you do that and open your IRA, you'll get a free ledger. Think about this. In March, President Trump signed an executive order for the Treasury to manage 200,000 Bitcoin as the foundation for a reserve. That's just the foundation. Go to bitira.com/JLD to open a tax sheltered IRA in Bitcoin.
We're at this inflection point, moving from economics as art, colored by superstition and religion and ideology. And we're crossing this boundary where economics becomes science and it's informed by mathematics and engineering, right? And the scientific method. But, you have to date that, in my opinion, to January 3rd, 2009, when Satoshi unleashes Bitcoin and there's a singularity, and all of a sudden there's actually engineering, physics, and mathematical principles that are starting to spread in a viral fashion through the economy. And it was like a nothing, and then it's $1 million fire, and then $1 billion network, and then a 10 billion, then 100 billion. Now it's a $1 trillion network, but still $1 trillion is 0.1% of the economy. So 0.1% of the economy has clean money, and 99.9% of the economy runs on dirty, toxic assets that are defective, that are operated by people that don't know they're trading defective assets. Because how would you know if you'd never seen clean? How do you know that you're dirty? What's the second best? There is no second best.